You are listening to the My 1 Cent podcast. Thanks and enjoy.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Greetings and salutations from the My 1 Cent podcast, and welcome back, everyone, to what should be and always is another great episode. Now, happy 4th. It's Tuesday the 5th, right? No, I'm sorry, Tuesday the 6th. Wait a minute. The fuck? Yeah, because it was Sunday, so it's Tuesday. That's right. Go back to work today. And listen, this weekend was a fucking blur, bro. What a weekend, bro. Oof. I'm not getting into it. But, well, I'll get into it at some point. Yeah. So, happy 4th of July, everybody. I hope everybody had a safe 4th of July and their fingers are all attached. And actually, I heard today there was an unfortunate incident with a goalie for the Columbus Blue Jackets, if I'm not mistaken. 24 years old, man. 24 years old, bro. And he got I think he suffered chest damage of some kind, like some Moltar. Is it a Moltar or Moltar? I forget the name of the one that you put it in the butt and it shoots up. Apparently hit him in the chest. He was trying to get out of a jacuzzi or something. That was the thing went off, and I don't know the story because I don't really check it. But regardless, the guy's dead, and that sucks because he's 24 years old and he's a freaking starting. Well, I think he was the starting goalie for them. So that's unfortunate. So I guess My 1 Cent podcast, prayers to the families. They're not going to hear this, but it sucks. That really sucks. It kind of puts a damper on the weekend, But I mean, my weekend was one big blur. Honestly, I drank a lot of beer this weekend. Lots. All right, look. See, Thursday. This episode should have been already recorded and posted and everything. Thursday I was recording and I actually had Justin on. Justin was going to be on and we were going to do this one together. And I started, we're messing with Zoom, trying to try out Zoom a little bit. Maybe the features will work better for me for what I want to do. Because I like a production, I like noises, I like sounds, I like, all kinds of shit, Just an example. I'm just saying I like sounds. So, like 20 minutes in, it takes a crap on us, bro. Just stops. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. We'll record Friday because I had trouble connecting because I have probably the worst internet out there, and I had trouble reconnecting that. So you know what, fuck it. We'll do it Friday. And he's like, well, it has to be at a specific time because I'm going out with some honeys. I'm like, okay, no problem, bro. Cool, bro. I'm not gonna interrupt your single man life. The show should have been quick. We had already done half of it, basically. So, I completely forgot. And so, what I did Friday was, being a long weekend, I got a 12-pack of Cigar City High Life. I got a cigar. And I got some steaks. Now, right there alone, you already know by me telling you guys, pretty much you could have said, so much for recording Friday night. But dude, honestly, I forgot. By the time he called me, bro, I had already been in a couple beers, halfway through my cigar. Steaks were cooking. So, yeah, I'm like, yeah, it ain't. And I probably would have done a hell of a show, too, because I was feeling real nice. And so, here we are now, me alone. I just kind of said, fuck it, I want to get this episode out. Because, see, I be getting in my head, man, and topics, I had topics for that day. Topics that were topics last week. And so I'm like, now it's like if I don't do it that day or do it last week, nobody wants to hear about that shit this week. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, my girl even said, she's like, don't think like that. And I go, you know what, you might be right. Because at the end of the day, I have a different perspective. So maybe people haven't heard that perspective. There's probably people who haven't heard any of this shit yet, which I doubt. But, but we'll see. We'll see who's heard what, because I'm going to get into some stuff. And I guess we'll see who's heard it and who hasn't, and what perspective you've heard and what you're going to get from me. Because it's going to be something different, most likely. You know that. So, that being said, I guess we might just jump on in this bitch. So, like last week, I don't know how many of you out there have heard about this story. I'm going to have a sip of coffee while I walk it up. And people, I just want to say I'm working on the video. I really am. I know there's some of y'all that want the YouTube, that like the YouTube, and I don't blame you, bro. Who wouldn't want to look at me for, an hour, 40 minutes, or whatever? But I'm working on it, but at least this way I'm still getting out content to you guys. I'm still getting stuff out to you guys. I don't need people jumping on bridges and shit. So, last week, I heard this story about a lady who went to a spa in California. The WiWi Spa, to be exact. And, it turns out that a transgender male... Okay, now how does it work? You're a transgender male if you were a woman and you want to be a man, or you're a man who wants to be a woman. I don't know how... So anyway, he's supposedly transgender. He still has a penis. No breasts or anything like that. But I guess he felt that it was cool for him to just, walk around the women's bathroom or women's locker room. Swinging dick, like they call it, rocking out with his cock out. And this lady had a problem with it. And I'll let her tell you her side of the story.
We spa, so it's okay. I just want to be clear with you. It's okay for a man to go into the women's section, show his penis
Surprise,
around the other
motherfucker.
women, young little girls underage. Your spa, we spa, condone that. Is that what you're saying? Like I asked. It's so he can stay there. He can stay there. What sexual orientation? I see a dick. It lets me know he's a man.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a second because I feel for the people behind the counter. This is a sensitive subject, I guess, to me, it shouldn't even be a subject. It should be very simple. A man with a penis should not be allowed to walk inside the women's locker room naked. First of all, who the fuck walks around a spa naked anyway? I don't. I've been to a spa a couple times. I don't walk around naked. I walk around my robe on. I don't know. I just find it a little odd, just walking around the whole naked thing. I get it if you're in the locker room with the guys. You're in I've seen people do it at the gym and shit. But anyway, so the dude is. I don't see this. This shouldn't be even a thing. But I get it. They have to look out for their jobs. I understand that. I don't really like their answers much. But, again, it's CYA, bro. You got to cover your ass here because this is a sensitive subject. And, you don't know what kind of blowback. Like, the company, you got to think about the company, too. Like, what kind of blowback they can get from defending one of their employees who might have maybe spoken out against the guy doing it instead of letting him do it. So, let's, no, and now you're going to listen to this chick say, I don't know how many times she says this, but you'll hear it.
He's a man. He is a man. He is not no female. He is not a female.
See, because apparently he identified as female. He identified as a transgender female.
He is not a female. Hold on. He is not a female, sweetie. Okay? Girls down there, other women who are highly offended for what they just saw. And you did nothing.
As they should be.
Absolutely nothing. In fact, you sided with him. So WiWi Spa is an agreement with men that just say they are a woman and they can go down there with their penis and get into the women's section. Is that what you're saying? What really? What law? What law? So women can go into the men's with their breasts.
Which, that part of her argument, I wouldn't have a problem with it. So, look, I'm not gonna sit here and say okay, if the guy wasn't fine, but I guess if there's kids there, I get it. But if if it's all just grown women and the guy's a good-looking dude and he's swinging around, they might not have had as much of a problem as you think. But it was probably a weird-looking dude, probably a white dude too. Probably had a small dick. Nobody wants to see that shit, man. Nobody wants to see that, bro.
Okay.
Then this should happen. We're not gonna come back.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't come back either. Yeah, get your money back.
Everything.
You got a man with his penis talking about he's a woman. He ain't no woman. Yeah, give her money back.
Are you talking about a transgender person?
There's no such thing as transgender.
Okay. And you know what, bro? I completely fucking agree with her. I do. I really do. Because I think it's a bunch of bullshit. All this shit. Look, and this is not about being, against. I respect people, and whatever you want to do in your home is up to you. That's fine. I don't want to see it. I've mentioned this before. Like, if I'm walking with my 10-year-old stepson down the street or in a public place, and there's two dudes kissing or some shit. Honestly, I'm not trying to have him see that shit. He's 10 years old. He don't need to know about that stuff yet. Okay, let him get to that stuff when his mind is ready for that shit. Not now at this age where, the questions, I can't even answer the questions properly if I had to. Like, it's just ridiculous. And again, I'm not trying to tell people not to live their lives. I get it. But I don't, as a person, I have the right to say that I don't want my son to see that. So, but I agree with her. I don't believe in that transgender shit. I'm sorry. Look, if you're a man and you want to dress as a woman, then go ahead, bro. Go ahead and dress like a woman. I'm not going to, if you tell me your name is Mike, I'm going to call you Mike. If I know you're a guy, I'm going to say he. I'm not doing that she, them, they shit. I don't do none of that. I don't believe in that. You have a penis, you're a man. You have a vagina, you're a woman. If I see you dressed as a woman and you tell me your name is Christy and I don't know you from a hole in the wall, I might call you by Christy then. So what? But if I find out that you're a man or some shit and I'm going to be like, whatever. Now look, me personally, if you went the whole route, look, you know what you want? You want to know the ones I have respect for? The ones that go the whole fucking route. Get that shit cut off, fucking titties put on, or even the ones that have get a penis. I think you can do that, right? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't dug into it. I don't really care to look into it, which I probably should to make sure. I'm sure they can. I think they can enlarge something. I don't know. Whatever. Point is, if you're going to go the whole route, you know what? I respect that. Fuck it. You're doing the change. You're completely changing. Even then, I have a problem with a man who's completely converted going into the women's bathroom. I still have a problem with that because his mentality is still of a man. I'm not saying he's going to go in there and start playing with little girls, but I'm just saying, point is that it still bothers me a little bit, that thought. But again, they went all the way through with it. That I can respect. Fuck it. But this half shit, this bullshit, okay, maybe you want to put some titties on you, but you still got a dick? No, bro. That's just a game for you now. That's just a thing. That's not normal. That's not normal to me. You know what? If you feel like a woman, become a woman. If you feel like a man, become a man. Plain and simple. Now, again, at the end of the day, you'll never be any of those things. Okay? You'll never be any of those things because men cannot reproduce and women can't fucking, come inside a woman and have a kid. Okay? So, at the end of the day, you will never be that as much as you want, as much as you change your body, your face, your hair, the way you talk, the way you sound, the way you walk, the way everything. You will never be a man or a woman. You're always going to still be what you were born as. Plain and fucking simple. At least your body composition is going to stay that way. There's nothing you can do about it. So, but again, if you want to go that route and you go down the path the whole way, I respect that. All that other half shit, I ain't with it. I'm sorry. And look, I get it. People struggle. I'm sure people have struggled with this for years, and I'm not trying to beat on people or down on people about it, but at the end of the day, this is my opinion. And, I don't know what it is to be in that kind of struggle. Like I told you before, my sister's gay. So I've seen it from that angle of seeing what my sister went through and the stuff her and my parents went through and shit like that. But, still, I feel the way I feel about it, and that's it. And there's not going to be much that's probably ever going to really change that. I accept people, and I know people that are gay that I'm cool with. That if I saw them on the street, I'd be like, yo, what's up, man? How's everything? That's fine. That's fine. But I don't think I'm ever going to come 100% completely on board with it and say, And I've mentioned before, and now I'm going down the rabbit hole. I mentioned before about, I think one time we talked about adoption and shit. Like, you know what? Fine, bro. If a gay couple wants to adopt a kid, I have a hard time arguing with that. Why? Because you want to give a kid a family, a loving home. I can respect that, So, like, I have my there. I just, some stuff I don't feel is the way it should be. And then there's stuff that, regardless of how I feel about this still seems right. Plain and simple. So, But anyway, let's get, because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to make this more fucking not funny and stuff, because I want to laugh about this stuff, because that's how I look at it. I find some of this stuff humorous. And on top of it, it's annoying and it frustrates me, but it's also funny.
He has a dick.
Oh.
Okay? He has a penis. His penis is hanging out. Okay, no, I'm not one. Actually, I'm...
Dude, really, guy? Really? You're gonna call her? How do you call a woman a dick? Like, look, I saw the video, and I wish I was doing videos so I could play the video as well. If you saw the guy, then you would your first impression would probably be that he's probably gay. He seems like it, and she calls him out, which I love. I fucking love it because first of all, stay out of it. Mind your business, dude. Mind your business. You got nothing to say. And she tells it to some other lady, which I fucking love the way she does. And I'm not gonna do it. You'll hear it. Trust me. You'll hear it when it comes. It should be coming right now. She's talking to this guy, and dude, this lady wasn't wrong, man. She wasn't wrong at all for what she said, at all. This place was wrong. Everyone that even remotely thought anything against what she was saying was wrong. Like, she is 100% correct in everything she says.
I'm a woman who knows how to stand up and speak up for my right. As a woman, I have a right to feel comfortable without a man exposing himself, okay? No, you go somewhere else. Okay, that's right. No, he's not a transgender. He has a penis, just like you do. Are you?
So I understand. No.
Yeah. Okay, it's not okay.
It's not okay.
Okay, that's traumatizing to see that. I'm a woman. I think this is a place right here, I'm told, only for women. So how dare you sit up here and tell me I don't have a right as a woman to defend?
If it's a transgender.
I'm telling you, he has a penis, and testicles, okay? And I don't care what it's a man. You got.
See, look, I guess I can understand in a sense where he's coming from. Like, wait, we're looking for at transgenders' rights. I get it, but dude, listen. There's nothing that he could say that could justify the guy walking in the ladies' locker room naked around a bunch of what you have already heard was women and children. Like, nothing, motherfucker. Nothing you can say can justify it. Plain and motherfucking simple. And bro, I swear to God, anyone who actually tries to justify this, you're a fucking moron. Okay? And, you deserve to be tarred and feathered in town square. And yeah, I didn't go far. I don't want you to get hurt. I'm just saying you deserve to be humiliated because you're an idiot. You're a fucking moron. Because you have to understand that, yeah, there's rights and then there's things that should not fucking happen. And there's no way to justify it with any of your bullshit. None of it. Again, like she said, if a woman went into the men's restroom, titties out and all that, that wouldn't be right either. Well, yeah, technically, I guess it wouldn't be. But the guys most likely would not have a problem with it unless it was a bathroom full of gays. And even then, they probably would be like, oh, nice titties, girl. I'm just saying, like, I don't see a situation where it's a problem in the men's locker room unless there's a bunch of kids. And, again, maybe they got cool dads and be like, you were going to see them anyway one day, whatever. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there's nothing anyone, and I'll say it again, anyone can say to justify the actions of this individual.
You're a man. Okay.
And if we went into the men's section with our anatomy, that would be.
Well, it would probably, but you might not like women, so it might not. Okay.
Boom.
And we don't know. But for me and for a lot of other women, they do not feel comfortable, and it's not okay. Okay? So, yeah, you're sorry. You should be, sweetie. And you're out of alignment. And this is not right. I can tell you that much. All right? And I know you're out of work. Yeah, it must be hard. It must be hard not being a real man, huh? Try it. So, like I said, I went.
Boom. That girl told that motherfucker, boy. I love it. I seen the video, so I know what the guy looks like. And he, he's all like, he's out of alignment, like she says. I fucking love it. I love it. So, listen. I get it. We all have to, I guess, eventually get to a point that we have. I'm not saying to accept everybody, but at least be able to live with people and not, shame them in public or whatever the fuck. But problem is, when you do shit like this is what happens. And then people want to say, oh, well, look how they're trying, look how they're doing them, they're fucking going after him, they're fucking insulted. Well, yeah. He wants to use his, and I'm doing air quotes, transgenderness to think it's okay to walk around a women's locker room naked, dude. Like, that's like the biggest thing for me, dude. That's because it could be any guy. Any guy can walk into a spa put on a bra, put some fucking padding, whatever, these fake titties that these guys be wearing and shit, walk into a thing, say he's transgender, and go into the women's locker room and just walk around and look at women. And that's it. And go home and jerk off or something for all fuck we know. You know what I'm saying? Who's to stop a heterosexual male from doing that? My biggest concern is children. Kids going to a bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Little girls in a bathroom with a transgender male. Because he's, rights. What? No, fuck that. No, the right is for the kids that are in those bathrooms to be safe when they go to a restroom, a public restroom. And I'm not saying every person that's transgender is a pedophile. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about the kind of Pandora's box that this could open. No, that it could, know that it will. Actually, this is funny because there's two stories that I'm talking. This story and another story I'm going to talk about. They're both have the possibility of opening a Pandora's box that we don't want to see. But hey, you know what? Do you? I understand how some people believe that this is, we have to make the changes, we have to accept it or not. No, we don't. I don't have to accept shit. I can live my life every single day and respect people around me and still not like what they're doing or still not agree with their lifestyle or any of that shit or their choices. But I can still walk past the guy in the store who is probably a transgender male dressed as a woman, and you can see that it's not a guy, not a woman, and walk right by him and not say a word to him, even though inside I might be like, that's just whacked. But hey, I can respect people and walk by and live my life. I know there's some people that can't do that. But then, like I said, when you do shit like this is what brings out those people. See, now, if somebody would have gone and whooped that guy's ass, they would have been like, oh, look how they abuse us, the transgender. No, motherfucker, because you're walking around a women's locker room naked, using the transgender bullshit to do that. I mean, come on, bro. Fucking people, I get it. And I'll say this 1,000 times. We want people to feel safe in this country, in this world. We want people to feel like they can be free and live their lives. I get it. But do things right, man. Do things the right way. Not like that. That's not right. That wasn't something that should have never happened. Because I don't know why he would think that was an appropriate thing to do, period. So, anyway. That was just... I ended up making it more serious instead of more funny like I wanted it to be when I thought about the story. Probably would have been a little funny if I had Jaywalker. He would have been the more serious and I would have made the jokes and whatnot, but it's alright. But before we move on, I want to get in this little shout out right quick.
Hey there, this is Bobby with the Rock Guys Podcast, and you are listening to my 1 Cent Podcast. Get it on your favorite platform.
There you go, Bobby Boy from the Rock Guys Podcast. Check him out. Good shit, good stuff, good music, good talk. So, moving on here. Actually, I was going to do a little... I think we can do this really quick. And to the NBA. Hey, game 1 of the finals starts tonight. Bucks and Suns. All right, thanks. Okay, cool. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. I don't know shit about the finals. No, it's game 1. I know that. I'm rooting for the Suns. I think Monty Williams is a great story. Oh, hold on. I think Monty Williams is a great story. Listen, dude. All right? You lose your fucking family like that, and you continue to coach, and then you're actually good at coaching. So, that's a great story. So, I'd like to see that finish out. The Bucks have had their chance, and they'll still have more opportunities. And I'm sure Monty Williams and the Suns will too. They're a young team, except for Paul, but that's another thing. I'd like to see Paul get his ring. Giannis is still young. Like I said, they'll have other opportunities. So, that's enough of the sports talk here. Game 1 of the finals tonight. I believe it'll be on ESPN or ABC. I'm not 100%. And I don't know if it's in Phoenix or Milwaukee, but it's probably going to be at 9. I hate that shit, man. Fucking late-ass finals fucking games. One side note, Bill Cosby has been released. So, just one thing I'm going to say about this. I know I'm going to get shit for it. And I know who exactly is the one that's going to give it to me. But 40 years later, really, man, come on, man. That's all I'm saying. Now, I know this. You know what? I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not saying anything he did was right. I just have this issue with, people who come out 10, 20, 15, 30 years later, you know? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so on to the next subject here. This will be the on the way down topic here on this episode of the My Wilson podcast. Unless I go down the rabbit hole again. Last week, because I would have been saying this week had I done it last week, I was supposed to. The NCAA decided they're going to let their players monetize their names or make money. Which I actually think is a good idea. Consider I didn't want to leave it up to the universities to have to be the ones who decide who gets what. And simple. The tennis team is not going to get the same as much as the football team. The tennis team doesn't bring in as much money as the football team. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that that's going to be where the money goes. So I thought it was a good idea. I think it's better to let the players individually attempt to make money off their own name. I mean, shit, the kid from De'Aaron King? He's already got a fucking endorsement deal with I don't know who, and he made, I think, $20,000 right after midnight when the rule went in effect. So, that's smart. But you know what? One thing I don't like, that the schools are taking advantage of it. Okay, let me see I'll tell you what I mean. Well, did it. I'm sure there's other schools, and I'm sure Florida's going to try to use it as well. I don't like it as much as I don't like it as a recruiting tool. I guess we pay these guys anyway. Let's be real. We pay these guys. But the center from fucking Alabama, from fucking South Carolina, high school South Carolina, fucking isn't going to get the same money of the kid coming out of Miami, to a big school. Look at the positions and whatnot. Well, supposedly De'Aaron, I don't know how to say his first name right, but whatever. De'Aaron King is setting up some sort of a thing for some of his teammates. I think his offensive lineman to make some money off some stuff. So that's pretty cool. Because me personally, I feel like one, it could be a distraction. Because I feel like guys, when you're in college and you're not getting paid, you're playing hard because you know that you want to make it to the next level to get paid. And again, I'm sure there's guys that get paid. I'm just saying not everybody does. And not the kind of money you're actually going to make in the league. But now there's an opportunity for you to make some money. And I wouldn't be shocked if this becomes a distraction for some guys. Guys missing practice or guys, not playing right in the games because their mind's on something else, a big endorsement or, whatever. An appearance they're going to make or some shit. But again, Justin last week when we talked about this brought up that, maybe guys will now play harder because they want, to get those endorsement deals from places. So I get that too. But I feel like it's like I said, a Pandora's box that, is going to bring issues. I think this is going to bring more problems than actually benefit college football. But we'll see. Like I said, the reason I like it is because it's up to the players individually. You got this, I think it's a gymnast from I don't know where. She has like 1 million something followers. She's already gotten in the role. And you got the kid from, even though he's not playing as far as I know, the kid from UCF that got kicked off the team because he had a YouTube channel. And apparently he was making a little bit of money. Now, in his case, I get it because the rule was you can't make money off the field. And he did. So I understand that. You broke the rule. It is what it is. Now, I think he has like over 3 million followers. And so right now he'd be making a killing. But if you think about it, like some of these big boys, these big cornbread-fed fucking white boy offensive linemen and shit from the country, probably love fishing and shit. Go on YouTube, man. Make some fishing videos on YouTube. You never fucking know. Like, don't just stick to football. I don't think you have to just use football as a way to make some money on this monetization, opportunity. But I don't know. We'll see where this goes because I don't know if I think this could bring problems. I think it could bring more problems than good. And the jealousy. There's going to be guys that are going to be jealous of other guys making more money than they are. That's another thing. But that's why I'm also glad it's not up to the school to decide this. It's up to you. If you don't go out and you don't put your name out there and you don't find ways to make money, that's on you. That's on you. Straight up. Because like I said, it doesn't have to be about football. You don't have to make your money on about football. Just use your name. I'm an offensive lineman from the University of Alabama, and I love bass fishing. I don't know what the fuck. I love hog hunting. I don't know. I love fucking weaving. Who the fuck knows, man? Look, there's people making fucking money on OnlyFans with their feet, which I thought about doing something like squishing shit with my feet. I don't know, bro. It's crazy. The girl from Florida Bama Shore, Amy, she does it. Shit. She said that some dude paid her like, I don't know, $500 for some dirty socks or some shit. I don't know. She was crazy. I've even thought about doing. Well, I already said that. Yeah, actually. So, but my point is, there's ways for these guys to make some money, and I think that. There's gonna be guys that are gonna be jealous. There's guys gonna be like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna make all this money. I ain't doing shit." Blah, blah, blah. And that's where it's gonna be the problem. You're gonna have guys. You're gonna have offensive linemen. Let's say, who are like, "Man, let's say before all this shit started, your quarterback was a dick, and now your quarterback is making money and you're not." You think that you're gonna have this like fucking just this want to protect this motherfucker? No, you're gonna be a game. You're gonna be like, you know what? This nigga needs to learn. This boy needs to learn right now. And you know what? You're gonna miss a block, and that boy's gonna get hit, and we're gonna have trouble. That guy might get hurt, and then what? I'm just saying, there's a lot of things that can go wrong here. Again, this has been coming for a while. We know that, and I'm sure they've looked at a bunch of different, the pros and cons, obviously. And I'd like to see that list because I have a feeling there's more cons than pros. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if the level of maturity some of these kids have when it comes to this. Like I said, you might have guys that be like, you know what the fuck? I just made $20,000 this weekend. I don't feel like playing. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously that could have an effect on you as far as school goes too, scholarship wise and whatnot. I'm not saying that that's just how it's gonna go. I'm just saying I wouldn't be shocked if it happened somewhere along the line. Maybe a kid in a smaller school or something, but who's doing well for that university said, you know what, fuck this. I'm tired. I don't feel like playing. Or had an appearance the night before and he's tired and he comes in, he doesn't play well, cost a big game. Like, there's gonna be a lot of things you gotta address. You gotta think about. And, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens. This was a long time coming. This has been coming for a while, so, whatever. It's here. Now it's here. So there ain't really much we can do about it now, and I guess, I wonder how that works, though, as far as, is there like some sort of a clause in there? Give it a couple years and see how it works, and if it doesn't seem to be working right, we can just let it go, or, because, I would hope this is not like a permanent thing, because I'm telling you, man, people are going to have, some motherfuckers are going to be thinking twice, bro. Some people are going to be thinking twice about this shit. I hope it works out. I hope it works out for everybody, bro. I really do. Like I said, I'm not too thrilled about the schools using it as a recruitment, to help boost recruiting. I don't guess there's no rule against it, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's another way to exploit the players. Like, now you're giving them the opportunity to make money, and now you're going to use that opportunity for you to bring guys in as well. And even guys that may not make that kind of money, and might not make money. Because I heard somebody on the radio mention today, what if you're $100,000 at Alabama, but you make a little less here, but you're close to home, or you're close, you live here in the city. You want to make $100,000 in Alabama and have to live there for 4 years, or 2 years, or 3 years, or live down here and make a slightly little less? Like, that's crazy, the fact that we're even talking about that with college sports. Because I used to be one of those against that shit. I was like, hey, you know what? You're getting a free education, motherfucker. You got doctors in this country that have to pay back hundreds of thousands of school loans. And they're out there saving lives and shit. And you're playing a fucking sport, a kid's game. And you're getting a free education out of it. So even if you don't make it to the pros, you should have been smart enough to at least get an education. Because it was fucking free, bitch. I would have loved, I got like I owe like $60,000 in loans, school loans. I'm maybe a little exaggerating, but yeah. And I ain't no goddamn doctor. Shit. And I didn't get to play a fucking game. I'm not hating on them for having the ability to do it. But you know what? Take advantage, too, that you're also getting a free education. That's something that always bugged me about that shit. Like, what the fuck, dude? You know how many people would love that free education? You know how many people deserve that free education? And you're getting it because you could play a game good? And then on top of that, some of y'all, these motherfuckers don't even take advantage of that shit. Look, I'll give props to some of these guys that go back later on in their careers after, they get drafted and they go back. Larry Fitzgerald's done it. There are a couple other guys, that did it. And I respect that. But these were top tier guys that made their money. Like, we're not talking about guys who, the offensive linemen, these 4th, 5th, 6th rounders who, just have decent careers and don't make a lot of money, whatever. But even then, those guys, at the end, maybe football ain't forever. And a lot of these guys have careers after football. So, that's the thing you got to, I don't know. It bugs me to think that the free education isn't enough. But I'm not in their shoes, man. I'm not in their shoes. I don't know what they go through at school, food-wise. I think they get stipends and shit for food and whatnot, but I don't know how much that is. So, I can understand that. I don't completely agree that they can't work. I won't see why kids can't have a job in the, when they're not playing in the summer, part-time or some shit like that, so they can make themselves a little cash. I don't see why they couldn't allow that. They're opening up this Pandora's box, man, and I think they're going to regret it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And before I go, actually, I want to give a shout out to Chella's Beer Garden here in Miami Lakes. Manager Will, awesome place. The food is really good. The service was really good. Their drinks are really good. Their beers are really good. And a little shout out, like I said, to Will and to Gary, or Jerry, whatever you want to call him. LOL. I don't know why I said LOL. Why do I do it? Dude, I find myself doing that shit. I'll do like a voice message, and I'll say, LOL, because I'm thinking I'm doing a voice to text, which my voice to text are the worst. But anyway, so, yeah, LOL. What a douchebag. I feel like getting that out, but then, it wouldn't be as funny. So, yeah, because Saturday, I said I'd probably get into it, but I guess I didn't. I mentioned Friday night, but Saturday we ended up, it was funny because we were supposed to go to Home Depot. Real quick, I'll get to this before we go. We were supposed to go to Home Depot and do some stuff for the bathroom, but we ended up going to get breakfast first at Sergio's. Worst service ever. That shit was horrible. The food wasn't that great either. But anyway, so at that point, my girl's like, well, we're here in Miami Lakes, and they got a farmer's market that they do on Saturdays. So she's like, oh, shit, let's check it out. Fuck it. Let's go walk, walk down the breakfast a little bit and shit. All right, cool, no problem. So we walk through the farmer's market. We see a bunch of shit. We bought these, little shout out to, what are we smoking? Best smoked fish dip I've ever had. Straight the fuck up. I gave him a shout out on my Instagram account. Go check it out. And I'll see if I remember when I do the editing, I'll put the link on the, down at the bottom, like they say, because it was the best. So we bought a couple fish dips, a wahoo, and I had asked for a wahoo and a mahi-mahi, but I ended up getting a swordfish and a wahoo, which they were both delicious. I mean, listen, when you can get the wrong order and still it be fire, it's fire. So, and they had a pie eating contest, an apple pie eating contest for $100. I'll tell you what, if I hadn't just ate, I would have done it. But so that was pretty cool. We saw that, and then my girl's like, fuck it, let's go get a drink. Let's have a beer. I'm like, all right. Love a good day drinking. Love a little day drinking, boy. And so we go and we end up at Chella's. We walk across the street, go to Chella's. We've been there multiple times. It's a great place. They have good beer. Not stuff that I find. I mean, they have their imports and shit, their standard stuff that we have here, Heineken and all that bullshit. They have Lagunitas. But they have some good drafts, some good craft stuff. I tried something this weekend that was fire. It was, I want to say, oh shit, something water. Busted water? No, fuck. I took a picture of it. Whatever. Thunder Monkey or Double Thunder. I don't know. It was a double IPA. Fire as fuck. I also posted that on my Instagram as well. You can check that out, the My 1 Cent Podcast. Not the My 1 Cent Podcast, at My 1 Cent Podcast. And so we end up going over there. And I've always told my girl, I want to be a regular somewhere. I'd like to be a regular at a bar somewhere. And why not there? That place is great. So the manager, Will, he comes up and he gave us these drinks to test. I didn't like it. I thought it was horrible. My girl, it had anise. I don't know if you guys know what that is. The people who know Spanish would know, but I don't know how to say it in English. It was just bad. I didn't like it. And the funny thing is, the guy comes up and he goes, "Oh, so what did you guys think?" I was like, "No, caca." And me and my girl were talking about it later on. We're like, "I bet he didn't think we were going to tell him that." But at least we're honest about the shit. And he's like, "Yeah, no, thanks for honest, whatever." Well, we had him there for like 10, 20 minutes talking with us. We're talking about the service because they do a where you scan a lot of places are doing it now. You scan the code on the table and you can order, and you don't have that interaction. I was telling him how I prefer the interaction of a waiter or a waitress and stuff, So like you can go both ways with it. And so, we were talking about that. He was thinking about ideas. He was, he appreciated our feedback, and he gave me a cigar that actually is rolled by Oliva, which is close here in Miami Lakes. There's a factory here in Miami Lakes. And so he gave me a cigar to try, and he also gave us a couple free drinks, which was awesome. So a shout out again to Will at Chella's Beer Garden and Gary, the bartender, as well. Cool dude. He was there with us talking for a minute. We were talking about the beers, IPAs, all that stuff, and the direction of the place. And I think the place is cool. They have some good ideas, and I hope they stick around there for a little while because it's nice. It's a fun place to go. I really enjoy going over there. And like I said, the food is good. The fish tacos and this corn thing that they do there is fucking sick. Sick as fuck. So that we end up doing, we go there. And so we're like, at one point we look at each other and we're like, I guess so much for Home Depot, huh? We just started cracking up. And at that point we're like, all right, let's go. We're good. We had a couple drinks. I was feeling nice. She was feeling nice. Actually ended up ordering, by the way, another shout out to Drizzly, the Drizzly app. Guys, I don't know if you thought about it, but I tried it. I did it. I used it. I loved it. It was awesome. It was quick. I got what I wanted. Didn't have to go nowhere. It was fucking awesome. Because we were going out kayaking on Sunday. Yak Crew, represent. Hit the summertime, people hit the water. Yak Crew _FLA. Check them out on Instagram, Twitter, and yakcrew.com. They also got a store on Spring. I want to say it's spring.com/yakcrew, but I'm not 100%. I'm sure it's on his link tree in his bio on the Yak Crew _FLA pages on Instagram and Twitter. So we were going kayaking on Sunday. So I said, you know what? So I don't have to really run to the store in the morning, even though we had to anyway, for nonsense. Since I drink, I have the beers I like. I went ahead and ordered through Drizzly. I got me 2 6-packs of Dogfish Head 90 Minute and another 6-pack of Highlight, which is what I've been drinking earlier. So basically, I got hammered on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Monday I was off because it was the day after 4th, so we got that day off. And it was just a total recuperation day. I was in bed all day. We were in the room all day. I kind of feel like shit because I fucked up on my diet a little bit. I ate pizza, which I love. It's my favorite food. But we like, fuck it, man. You know what? One day ain't going to kill nobody. And so, the weekend was a blur, but I do remember a lot of shit. But it was really a blur. And it was awesome. I drank great beer. I had great food. Spent it with great people in this great country. Yep. That was a mouthful. So, thank you for listening. I did not want to forget to give a shout out to the Chella's Beer Garden, like I said. It was dope. It was dope. It was a dope weekend. Yeah, I'm still just thinking about it now. I'm like, that shit was pretty awesome. So, like I said earlier, I was gonna stop saying well, I guess I need to stop saying so. With that being said, everybody, thank you again for joining. I hope you enjoyed the show. Like I said, we will be trying to get back to video soon, but for now, I want to at least still get out there to you guys and shoot the shit with y'all. So, until next time on the My One Cent Podcast, peace out.